Hi, my name is Megan, and this is Everything Lit. And today, I'm filming yet another Come Book Shopping with Me because, we're just not having a great time in life right now. So I need books. I need books to fill the void in my soul. So let's go. I think this is my second favorite Barnes & Noble nearby. It's pretty well stocked. I've got a list of what I'm looking for, so let's just go. It's a random Tuesday afternoon. Well, it's new book release Tuesday. Ooh, what am I gonna find? I don't know. Okay, so it's like Sunday. I went on this trip on Tuesday. It's been a couple days, but let's have a quick haul of the books that I bought. We're gonna go by genre. Lending a Paw by Lori Cass. This is a cozy mystery. I bought this for two reasons. One, takes place in Michigan. Love a cozy in my home state. Two, it has a cat. It's called the Bookmobile Cat series. So it's about a librarian who starts a bookmobile and gets a cat and then finds a dead body. I got Murder at the Beacon Bake Shop by Darcy Hannah. This is another cozy, of course. And this also takes place in Michigan. Our main character, Lindsay, gets broken up with at the beginning and opens her own bakery and cafe in her hometown. I'm just going to read the section of this that made me really want this. She buys this lighthouse. The Historical Preservation Society is not happy about it, that she's going to turn this into like a cafe. It says a protest group crashes her Memorial Day opening. Her ex-fiance, Jeffrey, and his girlfriend, Mia, arrive to trash the place. And then in the chaos, Mia chokes on a donut and dies. So her ex-fiance's new girlfriend dies. And obviously, she's the suspect. And then one more cozy, Bayou Book Thief by Ellen Byron. And this takes place in the Big Easy, New Orleans. It involves our main character getting her dream job at this fancy, legendary restaurant. And she collects vintage cookbooks and wants to launch the gift shop of this restaurant. Her husband has just died. His estate sends her this mysterious trunk. I don't know. It sounds fun. There is a dead body, of course, because it's a cozy mystery and she has to solve it. So those were the three cozies I ended up getting. I did have a couple more in my basket, but what I like to do, my favorite thing, is to go to Barnes & Noble, wander around the bookstore. I maybe have a couple books in mind that I definitely want, but I kind of wander around, see what speaks to me, put it in my cart, and then I'll go sit in the cafe and drink my tea or coffee, whatever I get, and read the first couple pages or the first chapter of each book and decide, do I want this? do I want this book right now? Do I need it right now? And then I usually do put a couple books back. I bought 2 middle grades, and that is City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab. This is about a little girl who can see ghosts, and her parents start hosting a TV show exploring haunted places. And so this one takes place in Edinburgh. This is a trilogy. The 3rd book is out. They each take place in a different city. I already own a ton of V.E. Schwab's books, but I don't really know if I love her writing that much. Oh, I think I've read like 4 books by her at this point, and I'm not sold on her writing, but I own everything she does. And you know what? Mini rant. I don't think it's her writing I'm not sold on. It is her characters. I struggle with her characters and the decisions they make. I think her writing is beautiful and her plots are usually interesting. And then I also bought Dead Voices by Catherine Arden. This is the 2nd in the Small Spaces quartet. So there are 4 books. The 4th one is out. But I read Small Spaces last fall. Our main character is Ollie, and in the 1st book, her class goes on a field trip to this like farm that has a mysterious history, and then like scarecrows attack and they're like kind of dragged into this other world, and it's very cool. So I'm excited to see what happens in the sequel. Of course, I did a buy one, get one 50% off. I picked up A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. This was big, I think, last year, and it was self-published, and then it got picked up to be traditionally published, and now it's out in paperback. And this is a retelling of Dracula. It is an epistolary novel, I believe, from the point of view of one of Dracula's wives. And I've actually never read Dracula, so I feel like I need to read that and then read this. And then because I needed another 50% off book, I picked up The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. I have already read this. I listened to the audiobook, and I think I read the ebook for part of it and then listened to the audiobook, and I really liked it. I really like Ashley Winstead's writing, and this follows a girl who a friend from college has just died, and it sort of drags her back into exploring what happened to their friend group in college. Her childhood friend is now a podcaster, and he kind of gets involved, and it is the 2 of them solving the mystery of how her friend died, because it looks like a suicide, but she doesn't believe that her friend would do that. And it gets into all this like cult stuff and like the patriarchy. It's so fascinating and very dark. And then onto the lighter books. I grabbed some romances. For Butter or Worse by Erin LaRosa. This is kind of an enemies to lovers, and these 2 people who don't like each other are kind of thrown together as co-hosts of a reality cooking show, and it sounds very fun. I love food themed romances. I love a like media star in the public eye kind of romances. And then one of the books that I did go to the store specifically for, because it was release day, is Sammy Espinosa's Last Review by Taylor K. Mejia. What is absolutely insane to me is I've bought so many of Taylor K. Mejia's books and I have not read any of them. Like, I need to get on it. But this sounds absolutely kind of off the wall. So a music critic goes back to her hometown, and like her childhood friend was like a big star, and now he's trying to have a comeback, and so she is going to kind of write about him and his process of this comeback to try and get her job back on track, because her ex-girlfriend dumped her, and then she trashed the album because her ex-girlfriend was a singer, and like she's a reviewer, and it was just messy. It sounds messy. I picked up this book because I was reading The Unhoneymooners at the time, and I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot more than I expected to, so I picked up The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. Of course, everyone in the book community knows of Christina Lauren. They're kind of romance heavy hitters, but this is about a single mom who gets genetically matched to the creator of this DNA matching soulmate app, where they take your DNA and match you to who should be your soulmate based on your genetics. And it sounds a little like very tiny, light, like a little sprinkle of sci-fi. But so then, because he's the owner and creator of the app, he needs to kind of show that it works. So he wants to date her, or at least pretend to date her, to prove that his app works. And then, of course, it's a romance, so we know what happens. And then I got 2 fantasies. So I grabbed Silver Under Nightfall. It was also release day for this, so this is brand new as a paperback. This is by Rin Chupeco, and it follows a vampire hunter who may also be part vampire, and then he gets entangled with this vampire couple. I think it has a like polyamorous couple, a polyamorous romance, some sort of plague that is happening. And this got on my radar because Books and Lala read it and she really liked it. And then something that has been on my radar for a while but also just came out, Tuesday was the release date for this, is The Sun and the Void by Gabriela Romero Lacruz. And this is a fantasy. I think this one is YA, and it is the first in a series. It's called The Warring Gods. This is about two women, one who is going to live with a grandmother she's never met, and another is like illegitimate and of mixed heritage, and magic calls to her. I'll read the little top part. It says, two women embark on an unforgettable quest in this sweeping fantasy debut inspired by the history and folklore of South America. And it has illustrations in there. Oh my gosh. Pictures. Love that. I just want to read about other countries' histories and stories and folklore. Okay, hot take before I go. See these, like, they're called deckled edges, right? I hate them. Everyone's like, oh my god, deckled edges. Oh my god, I love deckled edges. No, it's hard to like hold the book. I don't like them. I don't like them. And having worked at a book printing factory, I know that they're a bitch to make. So that's my hot take. Thanks for watching. If you want to see me read these books, you could like this video, you could subscribe, but really, you can do whatever you want. And I'll see you next time.